Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves as Russia in the middle of the Battle of Jutland, or so I've coined it. And that's because if you see, we're, well, probably a little bit west of where the Battle of Jutland actually took place, which was, let's see, I always kind of used this break, because this is the Jutland portion, peninsula of Denmark. I suppose it was a little bit closer over here. This one might be more fittingly named the Battle of the North Sea. So I thought that we might have started over here. We'll take a look at this at the end, but I think now I was mistaken. So the Battle of Jutland, a bit of a stretch, done for dramatic purposes, of course. No, I thought we were a little bit closer, but okay. Now, let's recap what's happened so far. I think we've done everything. I think the formations have been really good. We've gotten pretty unlucky, but the formation has been pretty sound. Even now, you can see that we're presenting a very good wall. As soon as the Naval can line herself back up, we have a very good battle line presented to the enemy. And with our destroyer run, which caused some of their southern battleships, it kind of split their lines. And we didn't lose any of our destroyers to do it either. In fact, now would be a good time for me to detach the Boyki. I don't know where she'll be sent home, but let's try to encourage her to go home to, the nearest port. Sometimes they just seem to head towards the nearest port, which in this case might be the French one, and I would discourage that. So, other than that, I think even the Bernie looks reasonable. Flotation damage, not bad. Max speed of 20, okay. Well, let's just take a look. Yeah, her max speed is only 20, so she's not worth keeping around. The Bernie only has a max speed of 22, which is also pretty bad. If I do another torpedo run, it might be better for me to do it just with these guys who still have a max speed of 29. I'll get them back into line ahead formation for the time being as well, because we're not planning another torpedo run in the near future. So let them kind of make their way back over. I kind of neglected the Pamyat Azova, so that's why she is wandered well away from the battle lines. Let's try to get her a little bit closer. It's a good time to kind of take stock of the situation, like what's going on, are we in good positions? The answer to that is no for our escort ships, because they have plenty of light cruisers, destroyers, kind of mucking around. However, this still looks good in terms of we've isolated the Ocean and the Trident and 2 other battleships. And it looks like one of their destroyers is on fire. I hadn't seen that previously. Let me take a drink. Yeah, that's a pretty good ship. But we should have superior firepower. So the name of the game is still going to be try to maintain our lines here, form up a better battle line if we can, and just keep pushing what I would presume to be an advantage. I mean, if we end up losing ships, but we're in the right situation, that's just bad luck. Okay, so we will continue forward now. Redoubtable hit. Try to get these guys to form up into a better line. Oh, you are... Okay, the Imperator Nikolai... Where's the Imperator Alexander? Is it... And the Pervinets. This is her. Oh yeah, that's right. The Imperator Nikolai is lagging, so we will get the Alexander to hopefully come on the inside. It looks like they're colliding. We're just going to ignore that. That's a graphical glitch, of course. Our ships are not running into each other. I think the Nakhchivan was trying to settle in ahead of the Evstafi, so I'll slow the Evstafi down. Although it doesn't really make sense. Actually, let's speed the Evstafi up and get the Nakhchivan to slow down. Her and the Cheeky Breeky will be friends in the rear. They are making another pass towards us. I like that, though. That's what I want to see. Oh my gosh. Are they crazy? Oh, the Boyki reattached. Well, that's not good. Can we get her to unreattach? Where's my destroyer? Oh, I have it selected, of course. Ugh. Apologies. Okay, so we've unattached the Boyki again, hopefully for good. Let's get these guys to go squad max, not just to pull away from her, but we actually need them to react very quickly. Okay, good. Otherwise, I think we're in a really good position. Hit the Redoubtable a few times. She's going to be coming in close, too. I don't understand this maneuver for them. Oh my gosh. But this could be the break we need. My throat's kind of bothering me, so I might have to stop for plenty of drinks. Okay, well, let's try to take advantage of this. Wave the flag, get the Astafi, the Nakivoin, Cheeky Breeky, all to break off. Maybe we can force them into a bigger mistake. And I guess we'll start curving around to the Solferino, who might be attached. If she is, we want to really get in her face. Try to get as close as possible and as many hits as possible. Yeah, this is good. We're going to get very close. We're just going to hope the Solferino doesn't launch any torpedoes at us, which may happen, but... Okay, so form up. You guys have to form a line at this point. I need you to be a solid line. And the Cheeky Breeky is still on fire, but we're throwing her into the fray. Oh my gosh, their entire battle line is moving at us. Alright, well, we need to reform then. I'm going to leave... Wow. Well, we did a good number on this Chateau Renault class. They have so many, though. And they have so many torpedoes, which is the more troubling aspect of this incursion. It looks like the Bernie decided not to unattach as well. Hard to figure this out. I might have to ask the developers a little bit about this, because it doesn't fully make sense to me why these ships don't obey orders. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, so these guys need to pull in. This whole line's coming at them. I mean, for crying out loud. Otherwise, what was this, a penetration hit? It was. So another hit. But at least we're doing some damage. A lot of confusion in their lines. This is so potentially bad, though, in terms of torpedoes. I need these destroyers here like yesterday. Oh boy. Fromtoff moving north. She's evading. I don't even know what she's evading. We'll get these light cruisers to pull back this way. These light cruisers will move more towards the front. Do we peel over on them? I think we can. I think we'll try to do it. I'll try to do it. Whoops. I'll try to do it in a way which still maximizes our line. It is getting a little bit chaotic. I want to try to avoid that. Okay, so we hit a destroyer. We hit the Redoubtable. Again, the Chateau Renault, taking some more hits. It's the only Chateau Renault I see, so I assume it's the same one. Oh, 5. We got 5 hits on it. Both the Astafi and the Nakivoin. I will get them to evade. Cheeky Breeky already evading. Good. Alright, and now curl back in. They know to launch torpedoes, so that's all set. 17. Yeah, we gotta sort these lines out. What in God's name? Okay, this is a battle division, so just steady as she goes. But you know what? Fall back down to 16 just so I have any idea who's going where. Yeah, look at this Leland class. What in God's name is she doing? And it looks like they've begun their own torpedo offensive to try to push us away. Maybe they want to get resorted themselves. All I know is our destroyers just took a massive hit, so we're going to pull them right back. Okay. The third. Oh, it looks like one of these guys is on fire, yeah. Ocean class hit. Bravi has been hit pretty hard. Okay, let's get these guys to form back up though. If the ship is insane enough... Oh, look at this. It's a collision. Oh, no. Okay, well, we need to pull the Nachtmühlen off then. That's what I feared, but we should get a light cruiser kill out of it. Okay, I'm neglecting to follow my flagship. Not good. Oh man, you know what? We might have to call it off here. It was not an incredibly successful. The other thing I'm considering doing is actually snaking back around, looping back around to the north and to the east. Not normally how these battles would go. Normally you would just maintain this parallel line, but eventually we'll work our way into a wind disadvantage, and if I move north and to the east, we'll be putting ourselves back in the wind advantage. I don't understand how this Lalonde class is not getting just decimated, though. I mean, she's going to run through our lines. She's going to, you know, just go through every single one of our ships. So we're going to do that. We're going to loop back up, reform our lines, and then I'll have to see what we can do then. But first, let's just make sure that... Okay, Cheeky Breek, this is your opportunity. Somebody's opportunity to kill this damn light cruiser. The Pomiatov is stepping up to the task. Okay. I wonder what'll happen if we turn these guys to AI control. I'm going to test it out just for a turn, because if I can get them to form up the line on their own, that would be ideal. Okay, we are landing... Whoops, hits on the wrong ship completely. Yeah, it's the Leland class that we need to be hitting here. Huh. You can't really get that much closer. How's the AI control thing working out? Oh good, we had a magazine explosion. I don't know what this one's doing. I'm going to take this one off AI control. Oh, I think this is the head of the formation. No, this is the Knyaz Potemkin. Well, we got the Leland class. Ah, look at that. The Pomiatov is really the hero. This is the new Sankt George. Just comes in, detonates a ship, can go 1v5 versus, 5 other heavy cruisers. Takes names, kicks ass. Alright, so we want to detach the Nachtmühlen. She just is going to head straight north because our line is going to eventually, hopefully, curl back and join her. So we can have Astafi. Actually, we can have this turn so that Cheeky Breeky and Astafi become the new front of the line. This will mean this is the correct way of doing it, not to snake, but to just have everyone turn in place. And if I'm not mistaken, this ship can only go 15. That is not good. I'm still skeptical about whether this is working at all. Okay, cheeky breeky. Let's turn you to the front. We're having a collision here. This is what needs to happen. It looks like the AI control is working more or less. If it can reduce the number of ships I have to control, that's all I want. Yeah, it looks like it's working out. Good. Okay, we'll have the one on fire lead the way, right? You know, then you just have to tell everyone else to follow the big flaming explosion smokestack. The Palmiat Azova, tow in these guys, everyone. I'm not sure our Nakhni Voin here is going to survive, unfortunately. I'm going to get her to go extremely slow. In fact, let's just bring her to a dead stop to try to reduce any possible flooding we can, but it doesn't look good. Now, in like a role-playing sense, we're in a good position to pick up any survivors. You know, it doesn't look like she's going to sink very quickly. The torpedo hip didn't do any crazy... I mean, the explosion probably killed people, but since then, she's been able to kind of try to control the situation. So let's see what we're dealing with here. It's kind of strange. We have this lone redoubtable class. Please God, no. Please God, no. Do not reattach the Nakhni Voin. They're going to kill my ship. The Cheeky Breeky fire spreads. Okay, you know what? Cheeky Breeky, you pull off as well. Just go talk to the Nakhni Voin. She's limiting flooding, but she didn't do it last turn. That's probably the end for her. Yeah, she's limiting flooding by like 1 or 2, and her flooding is at only 600 left before she sinks. So we're going to lose one, that's for sure. Really unfortunate. Oh, it looks like they're actually coming back at us. And we have the... Okay, well... I mean, it's bad, right? We already lost a battleship. That's certainly a defeat. I'm not too upset about it because we haven't done anything, I feel like, tactically incorrect. But that's just how it goes. I mean, they threw their entire line at us. It's the same kind of thing we did with them, with our destroyers, but they did it better. Yeah, 2 more minutes and she'll be sinking. Unfortunate. So now I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to finish off this engagement. I'm considering going back in. If we cut across these guys right now, they're so spread out, and our line is so much better formed. I guess we should just do it. Okay, everyone behind Emperador Alexander. We're going to circle back around. Yeah, there it is. Well, really unfortunate, but I don't know what we could have done. I suppose I could have tried to slow her down a little bit earlier, but highly unlikely that would have helped. There it is. So the reason why I'm trying to re-engage now is because I think at this point we have to re-engage. We have to try to make up for that loss. And you don't want to do one of those things where you try so hard when you're losing, you just ended up sacrificing more ships. But at the same time, oh my gosh, no, get out of there. Come back down south with us, please. At the same time, we really owe it to the, you know, the Naval and to ourselves to try to get in a better. I just feel like the luck was not with us, and we'd expect things are going to get better. That eventually, luck should even out on both sides, and we should get lucky with a hit ourselves. We have a good formation too. Our line is a little bit spread out, but it's not bad. Yeah, and we're on the, believe it or not, we have the wind advantage from this position as well. Although there's been some confusion, it looks like I'm going to have to take these guys off AI control because for some reason they're not following like the others were. That's okay. The less I have to control, the better, but if I have to control a few, I'm okay with that. They're all turning. They have a ship on fire. I mean, that should be creating a lot of smoke for them. I'm going to go 16 just to give my line more time to catch up. That's good. Okay, good. All right, well, we're back into it now. We'll angle away a little bit. It's kind of weird. We're putting ourselves right down the middle, but I think it's okay. Okay, and we'll come back to the Naval later. Yeah, we're getting some good hits, and they don't have that much armor. We just have to get lucky eventually. We don't. I mean, we really don't have to get lucky eventually. Let's make sure you guys are... Yeah, like this can happen. But we're going to play the odds. In fact, it looks like they're making another tactical mistake here. They've turned towards... And I don't know why they would do that. I mean, they're just coming right at us. It's crazy. No, I can't trust the AI now. I really want to have perfect control of my ships. These guys are okay, though. Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing. We're in the perfect position. I mean, look at that. Our line is just able to blast at them, but we're still not scoring hits. Surprising. And they have this destroyer on fire. It should be blocking vision from all these guys. Just creating a massive smokescreen for us. Okay, well, we'll continue to just move with them. That's better. This is much better. 1, 2, 3. 3 12-inch hits on this one who has very, very, very light armor. For a battleship, at least. Sure. go pick up the survivors. We're in good position to do so. Okay. I need to keep an eye on these guys. If it's possible, we might try to make a maneuver over to just isolate them. But for now, I feel like we're in a good position. My flagship has hit this one. Heavy damage. Just really, we don't have the speed. This is where one area where I'd love to have speed. We don't have the speed to like push our advantage with these guys. Basically, we have to just wait for the battle line to do its thing. And it may not do its thing. Okay, she is coming back though. And our line is closing. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Okay. So we should actually approach them a little bit though, because these guys are closing. And I'd much rather fight only one group at a time. Oh, good. Sulfurino class, heavy fire, heavy damage on fire. We may have done it. More 12-inch hits. That's good. We're also lighting up this claymore, which is good. Very good. And I have my light cruisers in position to defend against a torpedo attack this time, which is nice. Yeah, I think we've recovered well here. Very well. Okay, a hit against us, but we're still... There we go. Okay, well, how do we deal with this situation? Let me think. Okay, I'm going to pause for a moment. Let's just take a look at the bigger picture here. I think we've secured ourselves a kill, and that was with pure gunfire only. It was a joke on the thread earlier on the forums that it's very hard to get a kill between 1900 and 1904 because you have to get so close and just batter them with shell after shell after shell. I think this one is, I mean, it's 1906, so it's a little outside that time frame, but this was a shells only kill, which is nice. There's two options as I see it from my admiral's seat. We can push the attack onto the western group because they have several units who are damaged and they're very disorganized. Alternatively, we could push after this kind of scattered group on the east. If I do that, if we come right at them to the east, they'll only have two choices. To further isolate themselves by moving north, that'll give them the wind advantage, but they'll be further isolating themselves from the rest of their group, and then we can just try to hunt these down. And presumably, we've already hit these guys a few times. I think that's the better option. I'm just going to let the rest of my battle line kind of rake this Sulfurino in passing. And we're just going to hope that whatever damage we've done is enough. She's certainly going a lot slower. I don't think she's going to sink with just this amount of damage, but she might come to a stop and allow us to, maybe send a battleship or two back over. So in the grand scheme of things, I mean, in the total picture, we definitely lost a battleship, but we've sank several of their support ships, and we're doing a lot of damage to their other support ships. Even here, I guess we hit this. This is the fake light cruiser? No, this is a real one. Okay. There's that one with it's like... Oh, that's a light cruiser. That's at 3,300 tons. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to call this video to a close here. We'll continue it in part 3, where I will have decided whether we're heading east or west. And hopefully we can snag victory from the jaws of defeat. I really feel like it's really possible. As long as this one's sinking, that cancels out the loss of our Knock-New-Boyne. And hopefully we can even secure one more kill by either grabbing these. I think I'm leaning towards this. If we just come at them like to the southeast, that'll force them either to come up and isolate them, or they'll have to move southeast, which, or I don't know, if they head straight south, they might be able to hook below us. But that means that we'll have the wind advantage when they pass back to the west. Yeah, tough to say, but I think that's the best option. Just hoping that our whatever battleships we have left passing can destroy the Solferino. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for part 3 of the battle.